Report. What lies beyond hate?
What does lie beyond hate? Varrot's vendetta.
Thank you for coming, soldiers. I apologize for the lack of notice. I've called you for a special operation. You'll be liberating Gallian hostages. I'm issuing this order on my own authority. I haven't reported it. I'll bear the risk.
You don't have army clearance? Why not report it, Captain?
There will be no questions. You need only perform the mission as directed. The enemy are what's left of the Thousand camp. They're holed up in a house on the outskirts of the city. Your objectives are to return all hostages and capture or eliminate all Imperials. The enemy is led by a man named Geld, Georgios Geld. He tortured and murdered Gallians in the First European War. He warrants no pity.
Georgios Geld? Hell, is this about...
Prepare for deployment immediately. You are dismissed.
The captain didn't seem like her usual self. It was almost scary.
No surprise there. She's been living the last 20 years to get revenge on Geld.
What? Revenge for what?
Back in EW1, she and I were called into the militia, just like you kids now. She and a buddy of mine, Frederick, were in the same squad and fell for each other hard. But the enemy got Frederick one day. Word is, the enemy captain tortured him to death.
That enemy captain was Georgios Geld.
When the war ended, she stayed on. My guess is it was just for a chance at revenge.
That's terrible. I had no idea.
Varrot's getting some character development. Hostage rescue operation.
Here are your orders.
Those imp cowards have taken civilian hostages and holed up inside a private residence. Squad 7 will enter the site from this point. You can't let them see you coming this time, Lieutenant. If they spot you, those hostages are dead. Begin by making your way to the building undetected. If you don't stay hidden in the grass, they'll spot you. Once you've completed your approach, take down all of the lookouts at once. If any survive, they'll alert the others. Your objective is to exterminate every imp at the scene. Am I clear? When you stop moving, stay hidden in the grass. If you're seen, kill them all before that phase is through. Once the coast is clear, you'll enter the residence, free those hostages, disarm the hostiles inside, and hold them. You'll be participating here as a foot soldier, which means you won't be able to issue orders for the mission. So if anyone gets sighted, we lose. Welkin dies, we lose. Be interesting to see him die without being sighted first. All enemies are defeated. I guess if the sighted condition seems to happen at the end of a turn, so if the turn's not over yet, I suppose he might be able to get killed by covering fire or something like that. We don't have the best view of the battlefield from here, but I figure I'll bring in all the characters that give me bonus CP. And I brought in Marina because she might be able to snipe somebody in a vital move near the end. We'll see how it goes. It all depends on what the actual topography looks like when we're in there.
If capturing the enemy is not feasible, then kill them. They merit no mercy.
She's getting all ruthless. She's even calling them imp cowards.
Listen up, my little hostages. You're going to be our shields until we reach the next camp. I recommend against trying anything, or things may get unpleasant for you.
Geld and his men are hiding in that house. There are patrols monitoring the perimeter. Be careful. If they detect your approach, they may harm the hostages. Don't let anyone spot you as you approach the building. If they see you, the mission fails. Once you're close, take out the lookouts. Leave even one, and Geld will know we're here. Those are your orders. Failure is not an option.
Alright, I'd say first things first. Hop on Alicia and see what we can find from here. Oh, this is broad daylight. Okay. Wow. So that's the whole map, huh? Because those buildings are the far wall as far as I can tell. Don't see any enemies. They're also suggesting to have snipers. Okay. That seems like a sniping spot. Can I safely get to the next grass without running out of action? This might be a very short level. There they are. I was wondering where the bad guys were. So is the goal just to go on this roof and shoot everybody in the head from here? How many enemies are there? They said we had 20 turns, so maybe I'll hang out over there. Let's see. Welkin's my alternate scout. I'll have him go in the opposite direction. And we'll see what I can find out along here. This is pretty much their job, is to help me see where all the enemy units are. Really? How many scouts am I supposed to be looking for? I've only found one. Don't know how useful Rosie and Largo are going to be at that distance. Largo should probably get in the grass, though, since he didn't start in it. Otherwise, I think we're going to be in some trouble. I can probably get Marina up to the next grass. I don't know. How long is that meter? Can I trust it? Maybe. You. I really wish I could just tell how far they're gonna run before I move them. So do I lose now already? Or are they gonna spot me?
Well, boy, no sight of the Gallians. I doubt I need tell you what will happen if they slip past you.
Sir, nothing to report, sir.
Very good.
Sir, about the hostages, what do you intend to do with them, sir?
Simpleton. Once we reach the nearest Allied camp, they're useless. I'll kill them myself. Nice and slow. After having a bit of fun.
Yeah. Oh, there's all the bad guys.
Over there! It's the Gallians!
Well, I lose.
My. So they've ignored my kind warning and come for the hostages. There's nothing for it. We leave the house at once. I'll dispose of the hostages.
No. The mission's failed. Frederick, I'm sorry.
Welp. I'm gonna go ahead and retry that one. And we're just gonna rely on scouts, because... wow, other people's movement distance is crap. She couldn't even make it to the next grass.
Listen up, my...
Yeah. We've been there. Here we go, Rosie. You can make it. At least there's that. In fact, with the flamethrower, she might even be pretty useful at taking them all out. So she's gonna camp out front. They're being flanked by Welkin and Alicia. Largo's gonna take cover, because otherwise he's gonna get spotted, I think. And Marina's gonna be ready to snipe from here and nowhere else, because otherwise she's gonna get seen. We'll see how that goes. Time for some sweet dialogue skipping. I'm evil. We're Nazis. I hate people. We're going to torture... What? Wait, I got spotted and lost? Wait. Wait. What? Everyone was... What? Everyone was in cover. How did I... fuck it. I bought this game to play stealth missions, didn't you? Doesn't this sound fun to you? Yay! What? I'm genuinely confused though. I don't know how I got spotted. Oh, everyone was crouching in grass. Fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I don't care about your stealth mission, I don't care about your grass, I don't care about what the hell the story's supposed to be. I'm just gonna fucking shoot him in the face! I'm gonna shoot him in his dumb face hole. How does that feel, huh? Yay! He's dead now. Woot. Isn't this a good mission? It's a great mission. So good. Masterfully designed. My favorite part is how it completely disincentivizes caution. Look, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the face too. That's not how you shoot people. Wow, that awkward moment where you forget how to play as your character. Sorry. I was for some reason pressing the trigger instead of the bumper and I'm like, why is it not working? I don't know how that happened. Over the span of like 3 seconds, I'm like, what is the shoot button? Oh no. What have I done? Ta-da! Good job, Alicia. We're all very proud of you today. Now we're gonna go down to Welkin. I'm gonna lose my shit if he doesn't have a grenade launcher. Okay, he is a fully functioning scout. Good to know. I was a little worried because he doesn't have potentials, I don't think. So I was a little worried he might not have a grenade launcher. And I didn't really want to go redeploy new characters from scratch. So here we go. Die. I hope I aimed that correctly. Pew! That's the whole mission. Oh, fuck you. That's a garbage mission. You just run up to 3 guys and shoot them in the face. That's the whole mission. What the fuck? Like, they're like, you gotta be really stealthy and end all of your turns in the grass or they're gonna spot you. And I kept ending all of my turns in the grass. I'm like, they spotted you. I'm like, but I ended my turn in the grass. I did the one thing you told me to do and it doesn't work. And then I ignore what they say to do and just kill everything in 1 second and ooh, the mission's over. Great setup and payoff there. Really good level design. Really was worth the tactical considerations in a strategy RPG. Alright, well this one was a waste of time.
Good. Now storm the building immediately. Get those hostages and bring me Geld.
What? A Gallian attack? When did you...
It's all over, Geld. Your miserable life ends here.
Yay, A+. Maximum reward, because I'm apparently just the best Valkyria player. I don't know if you picked up on that. I used the grade A tactic of run in a straight line at the bad guy and shoot him in his face hole until he falls on the ground. It took a lot of careful consideration.
So, this is Georgios Geld. Taking civilian prisoners violates treaty law, does it not?
Please, forgive me. We just wanted to see our homes again, that's all. I'd have released the hostages along the way. It's true, Valkyrur strike me down.
Silence! Who'd believe the words of scum like you? I've no doubt you'd slaughter them all. Your evil won't go unpunished. You are hereby sentenced to death by firing squad.
But, Captain Varrot, prisoners of war have a right to a formal trial. You can't just...
I can and will. I'll kill him myself if I have to. I'll take full responsibility.
If you do this, you'll be discharged from the militia, Captain.
And what of it? I've lived for the day I end this man's life. It's all I can do for Frederick now. There's nothing else left.
Don't do this, Elle.
Largo. Why? Why stop me? This snake of a man killed Frederick. He butchered our friend. Frederick died horribly, tortured, broken. Doesn't that make you angry?
Of course it does, Elle. I could wring the rat bastard's neck myself. But you think Frederick would want that? Think he'd want you to bloody your hands? Back then, us three were always talking about how we'd build a peaceful Gallia. Frederick's gone, but I know he'd still want that, even now.
Largo.
You didn't stick around the Force this long just to take revenge, Elle. You stayed for a chance to give yourself this new beginning. Don't cry, Elle. If you'll have me, I'll watch over you forever.
Yay, character development! And dark, horrible scenes about dark, horrible past, but still, like, we're learning more about Varrot, which is nice, because otherwise she's just a character who stands around and gives us orders. But between this and the R&R scene, we have this setup and payoff about this Frederick character and what her history is. Although I couldn't help but notice when she was crying, her, like, the voice actor did roughly what you'd expect her to do, but the subtitle was set. I couldn't, like, I was imagining, like, Waluigi or some nonsense, because it just said, I'm like, what is this Nintendo nightmare going on below me? That was a subtitle, all right. I'm a little worried what the Japanese voice actor might have sounded like if that subtitle's based on them. The Wages of Cowardice.
Finally back in friendly territory again. That could have ended exceptionally badly. Thank goodness the Gallians are weak.
Halt! Identify yourself.
Captain Georgius Geld. I was returned as part of a prisoner exchange.
So you're Geld, are you? I hear you took non-Darkson civilians as hostages. That was after serving time for abuse of captives in the First European War, correct?
Yes. But that was a long time ago, and...
Lord Commander Maximilian is a strict man on protocol. You've roused quite a fire in him. You're to be court-martialed forthwith. Brace yourself for the worst, Captain.
No, but I...
Take him away.
Stop! No! Let me go! No! I don't want to die! This can't really be... I don't want to die!
I imagine all of his prisoners sounded like that too, though. A new step forward. Oh look, she's smiling. It's a happy future.
Largo, has everything I've done up to now been a mistake? Ever since Frederick was killed, I've thought of little else other than avenging his death. But it's like you said, killing that man won't bring Frederick back.
So we can't get Frederick back, but we're still gonna have to live our lives. Know what I think? We've got to live our lives the best we possibly can. You ask me, part of that means bringing peace back to Gallia. That's what I think he'd want. I know. How about we start a vegetable garden? Vegetables taste good, look good, and they're good for you. We're gonna make Gallia one big farm. What? What's so funny?
I just pictured Gallia as this giant pumpkin patch. It's too funny.
Oh, I ain't laughing.
I know you've always been watching my back for me. That's the only reason I've made it this far. Largo, thank you.
Oh, sure.
Look at this. Just what's going on here?
Hey, we're just... That is,
Well, well, Largo. Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed what?
That's quite enough. The hostages were all recovered safely. Mostly thanks to your squad's efforts. Your orders are to return to the capital as soon as possible. That's all. Dismissed.
Captain!
What a nice little tender moment between those two. Now I fully expect one of them to die. Alright, I sincerely hope future missions do not follow the trend of this one. That was not great, man. So it was an instant fail stealth condition, which is like that's just like code for bad level across like countless games nowadays. Like, I mean, this game's relatively older now, it being like 8 years old at this point, so maybe in that context it was slightly different, but nowadays, any game that has your little instant fail stealth mission, you're like, what is happening right now? Like, I'm thinking of like Resident Evil 6, where it's like, nope, here's the mission where if you get spotted, you instantly die and get to start over. It's like, oh, that was fun. Those are always fun. That's everyone's favorite mission, right? And then they did that, but then this is one of the added problem of like, it's a weird turn-based strategy game, so it's not like Metal Gear Solid where I'm walking down the hallway, oh no, that guy spotted me, I better act fast. It's like, I'm walking across a hillside, I hide in the grass. They spotted you apparently, you failed. I'm like, when did they spot me? There's no like visual, there was zero like visual thing of like, that guy, standing right there, has spotted you, from this direction, and all this other stuff. And at the end of the day, you don't even need to figure out what's going wrong. Like, in a different level, I might have had to learn what I was doing wrong to figure out how to work around it and adapt. But instead, I just walked up to them all and shot them in the face. Because that's a valid strategy, apparently. So, that defeated the purpose of the entire level, more or less, because that's what I could have done on all the other missions I've ever played, too. So, all the setup was pointless and mostly a distraction to make me take a few more attempts than I should have at just doing the basic thing I do in every other mission, which is shoot everyone in the face! And then you win. See you next time.